Hello, this is Ronnie. First and foremost, I want to wish all my viewers who celebrate Christmas, I want to wish you Merry Christmas. Hope you have a good break. Enjoy the festive season, enjoy the union with your family, relatives, enjoy the rest. And I want to mention also that I am opening again the special offer that I often introduce from time to time. It's 50% off my services. I will be providing details after the clip ends. If you have questions, really don't hesitate to get in touch with me. Other than that, I wish you have pleasant viewing and good trading. Bye now. This is Bitcoin on the daily scale with the alternative data feed that I often consult, and we do have very stark divergence here, very sharp divergence. Okay, and this is the first time that I see a fair opportunity of a possible bottom in Bitcoin. The bottom, if it took place at around 3,224. Okay, if I'm reading it right here, and it could now climb back to start a new phase of recovery. The first sign that we're talking serious business with the bull would be a climb above this level, which comes at 6,575. There is no doubt whatsoever when you look at this chart that this must take place before we can consider any substantial advance to be underway in Bitcoin, in the cryptos in general. Okay, this must take place. It absolutely must sit on top of this support that turned resistance, and might still prove to be very tough resistance. We will only know when it gets there. Okay, so for now this is exciting. We do have a message here telling us that this is more than just a blip. It could be actually quite a nice advance that is getting underway right now. But I wouldn't get very involved at this point with this one. As you know, there are lots of things going on in other markets that can keep one very busy. But the cryptos do have a place, and they will become super interesting market if we see Bitcoin managing to climb there, above 6,200, reaching this zone, beginning to build a base around here. Yes, definitely interesting. For those who are absolutely hooked on the cryptos, absolutely follow Bitcoin all the time, I would say very short term, this is already something that you want to pay attention to. This is 4,400 level. You want to see it maybe spending a bit of time here and then jumping about 4,400. At that point, I think it will signal that the next target is 6,200, 6,400 level. Okay, because I do see a potential here for a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. That could be 1. So going sideways here for a few days. Okay, around here between 4,300 to 3,700. Okay, like that. That should tell you this could be a preparation. That's a second wave breakout about 4,300 in style. A big push like that, that tells you you are in a third wave or in a C. That's sustainable for at least several days. Now here's Ethereum. That is the daily scale of Ethereum, and you can see also big divergence here. Ethereum is registering right now is at 114.31, and also here we can say that we do have a case for some optimism. That is the weekly, and there is not huge divergence here, but one can say there is a build-up of an exciting base here. Do you see that? We do have a big slide vis-a-vis the spot here and here, and yet the momentum is actually looking up. Yes, but not in a very dramatic way, but it's just about holding, and it actually turned up. So this is interesting, and I have a wave count for you here for Ethereum that could register, that could actually suggest that we have an ABC behind us. Okay, this is one idea. Obviously, if you go and if Ethereum manages to sit on top of 214 and build a base here, cheery up. This is something very, very positive. It could be targeting, who knows, it could be targeting 1400. Yeah, over the next, I would say in 2019 it could go back there. Okay, but first we want to see it solidly sitting on top of 216, 214 area. Okay, if I jump now to the daily, sorry, I took here the hourly. Yeah, we can talk about the hourly. It is similar structure to the one I've just pointed out in Bitcoin. I would consider that the move starts from here. I think that was a failure to dip under this level. So my move starts from here on the hourly. That's 1, 2. That could be either another 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. In fact, it's a run up of legs that open and need to be closed. Or you're going to take all of that as 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. That's your 1. And that any consolidation sideways price action here between 122 to 103, especially building ABCs around here, this is positive, almost certainly suggesting it's going higher. Is ADA versus Bitcoin. That's the weekly, and here we have definitely strong divergence. Very strong divergence. And I would go one step further. This is the weekly, and I think that it does now suggest that this one definitely wants to go up for weeks to come. I don't know how far it's going to go. I cannot guarantee. I wish I could guarantee, but I cannot guarantee anything. All I can say is that the build-up that I see in reference to the divergence that we are seeing here is definitely suggesting serious move is underway. We do have the potential for a serious move, let's put it this way. Okay, and short term, I think clearing this zone right here would go a long way to put more meat on the bones of this emerging bull. Okay, I wouldn't take it much further than that at this point. If you don't have a position, I wouldn't rush to take on many positions at this point. This looks corrective, meaning this is looking like a fourth wave, a triangle. It's very possible we have seen a structure of a 1, 2, 1, 2 here, and that's a 3, 4. We have a 3, 4 coming. Okay, this is looking constructive, looking interesting. We do have positive, if you like, positive background with other cryptos that we are following to suggest that further upside is definitely possible here. Here's ADA versus the US dollar. That's the daily scale, and you can see the stark divergence that we are seeing here, pretty sharp. Also here, there is a fair chance that we have turned around, but I would like to see more price action. I'd like to see more stability, and stability in my mind would be that this market is able to climb and sit on top of the congestion area right here. That to me would signal that it is up to something serious here. If it sits on top here for several months, then that to me would signal that the downtrend is over for now. Okay, so that is ADA versus the US dollar. That is NEO versus the US dollar. Also here we have very strong divergence. Very strong divergence, and several interpretations are possible here. If this one is really meaning business, that's the hourly. Obviously, we will see further consolidation here leading to a breakout above 7.6. This should of course be avoided. We should not see it at all coming down to this level. There is a possible 1, 2 registered here. That could be a 3, 4, 5. That's A, B. That's corrective, or that this is a fourth wave with a different set of subdivisions here. Okay, but the critical thing, we want to see it consolidating here and running above 7.6. That will build the case for further upside, and you can trade it step by step if you like. Now I think there is it's the first week, I think, in recent memory that we do see potential for possible turnaround, but I wouldn't embrace it wholeheartedly at this point. We still don't have very solid signals. This is Litecoin versus the US dollar. No serious divergence here. It does look like the support came in at this zone. it touched as low as 21.20 or so. That's the weekly. I'll jump to the daily, and I've got it here, potentially tackling the 34.35 area. If it manages to do that, next target is going to be 50. Okay, on the daily there is divergence, as you can see, and I think that the previous move failed to penetrate the previous low. That could be bullish, in fact. You see, I think this was supposed to penetrate this, so it could be that this is actually a failure, which is telling you that the strength was already feeding in here, and there could be further upside. Obviously, running above 36 in an impulsive manner would help to build a positive case in the case of Litecoin. I think I have also interpretation for you here. That was concerning ARDR versus the US dollar. I had this on the daily scale as an ABC X ABC. Okay, if you are interested in this market, this is the interpretation that could fit the price action. Since the top, it may have indeed registered the bottom. Hello, this is Ronnie. I'm back here with some details of the special offer that I mentioned to you early on. So you need to go on my website. You find it at Wave Mastery, yes, www.wavemastery.com. That's the front page. You see I have, if you are familiar with the previous version, you can see this is a modified version, and you run through, there is a bit of text here, and concerning the special offer, you will see some tabs here that focus on the offer. It begins with the trial for the daily videos, a trial that is costing you only $9.99 for 1 week. If you like what you see, you have more details about what is covered in the trial as well as in the daily videos once you click on the subscribe here, but this gives you just a very brief idea of what is really covered. If you go for the daily videos, you click here. If you want to go for the weekend videos, obviously you click here. Let's suppose you go for the daily videos. You click here, it takes you to the page that gives you full explanation of what is involved. If you are from Europe, VAT applies. Most countries are subject to VAT, so you have to select your country here. If you are from anywhere else, if you are from the UK, USA, Belgium, oddly enough, because I'm based in Belgium, but in Belgium, you don't pay VAT. So USA, UK, Belgium, the rest of the world, basically, you don't pay any VAT. Only 79 applies. So your subscription will start with the $9.99. After 1 week, the 79 will kick in every month. You click on that, it takes you to PayPal. You go through it's a straightforward process. You pay, you see it starts with for the first 7 days, $9.99. You go through that, it takes you back to the page, and essentially you get your logins. Yes, you go through, you have to fill in all your details, gives you the login, and you will need more information for me. So as soon as you subscribe, I will get in touch with me. I will provide you the necessary details to complete your subscription and have access to the videos. If we go back to the main page, I just want to run very quickly here through the menu. I'm in the process of actually introducing some changes to my website, so the front page might look slightly different. Maybe in the next week or so I will be adding a few links here and there, but in general I have written a few articles here that you might like to take a look at. Is this website for me? Psychology and trading, trading and the arts, why join? You go through, you've got a subscribe here, also gives you an access to the special promotional offer. Yeah, it's just another way of accessing it. Instead of coming from the front page, yeah, you will have you will access through the menu here. Your subscription that relates to the pages once you subscribe, once you log in, etc. It tells you which one is your subscription, etc. You have resources here in chart galleries. You have a lot of charts giving you a very good idea how this principle of the Elliott waves is being applied to various markets at various time scales. It's very, very interesting. You should go through that if you are really a fan of charts. Useful link, recommended reading list, all the other things are fairly standard. Take a look. Contact us. That's for any issue that comes you come across, you have a question, you have a doubt, you have anything you want to discuss with me, just use contact us. Normally for the payment I'm using PayPal, but you can pay through other means. For example, I can accept money through Skrill. There is even a possibility to make a wire transfer to the account of the company that I use, yes, to run this website. If you don't have PayPal or you don't want to use PayPal, there are other ways to pay and to join. There are a few comments here that people put on my concerning my work. In the past I had many more. Because I'm in the process of improving, I'll have to transfer, bring more of the history, yes, of my work to this new version. Again, if you have any questions, you just press this. That takes you to the contact us page. Name, email address, please make sure you give me the right email address. Message, very simple maths, fill it in here, submit, and I get it. So I mentioned that I am, in principle, I'm in Belgium. So if you write to me from the US or from Australia or anywhere in the world and I don't reply on the spot, please give me a few hours. I will reply. Okay, I will reply. This particular weekend, I have gone through covering a lot of the charts that are affecting the forex market, the precious metals. And there is some really very, very interesting study that I'm sure you would absolutely love if you're interested in the precious metals and in currencies in general. Okay, so I think at the very least it's worth your while to have a go for a trial. Go for a trial, and you see you will have access, and you can ask me also some questions if you like, and then you'll see how things evolve for you. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. I'm here to help. I hope to see you visiting my website, supporting my work. Wish you have a great trading week. All the best. Bye for now.